These are the 10 most visited national parks. 10. Zion. Zion National Park is located in the southwestern U.S. near Utah at an intersection of the Colorado Plateau, the Great Basin, and the Mojave Desert. It covers almost 150,000 acres and was first inhabited by basket maker Anasazi natives. President William Taft established the Mukuntuweap National Monument in 1909 after the 15-mile-long canyon which cuts through the park. The name was later changed to Zion in 1918 by the newly created National Park Service to reflect the name the Mormons called it. It attracts over 3.6 million visitors a year. 9. Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain National Park is located in Colorado. It covers over 265,000 acres and hosts over 3 million visitors annually. The park includes majestic mountain views, numerous lakes, a variety of wildlife, and is split by the Continental Divide, which separates the park into the glacier peaks in the east and the lush forests in the west. The park contains over 70 named mountain peaks, over 12,000 feet. The highest point is Long's Peak at 14,259 feet. The park was created in 1915 after the bill passed Congress and President Woodrow Wilson signed it into law. 8. Grand Teton. Grand Teton National Park is located in Wyoming and covers over 300,000 acres. The land was first inhabited by the Paleo Indians and later by the Shoshone natives. It became a national park in 1929. Noted industrialist and philanthropist John D. Rockefeller and other conservationists began purchasing land in nearby Jackson Hole, which was later added to the park. It is named for Grand Teton, the largest mountain in the Teton Range, which rises to a height of 13,775 feet. The park is home to the 15-mile-long Jackson Lake and includes a number of other lakes, rivers, and glaciers, as well as numerous species of birds and animals. Last year, it was visited by over 3.1 million people. 7. Acadia. Acadia National Park is located in Maine and covers almost 50,000 acres. The land was first inhabited by the Wabanaki people. President Woodrow Wilson established it as a national monument in 1916. When it became a national park, its name changed to Lafayette National Park in honor of the Marquis de Lafayette, a French supporter of the American Revolution. The final name change to Acadia occurred in 1929 in honor of the former French colony of Acadia, which once included Maine. Today it averages over 2.5 million visitors a year. It is the oldest national park east of the Mississippi River and includes Mount Desert Island and a host of smaller islands off the Atlantic coast. 6. Glacier. Glacier National Park is located in Montana on the U.S.-Canadian border and covers over 1 million acres. It was first inhabited by Native Americans and became a national park on May 11, 1910. Last year, it was visited by over 2.4 million people. It includes 1,000 different species of plants, hundreds of species of animals, including grizzly bears, moose, and goats, over 130 lakes, 25 glaciers, and elements of 2 mountain ranges. In addition to the many natural wonders, the park's Going to the Sun Road is considered by many to be one of the world's most spectacular drives. 5. Olympic. Olympic National Park is located in Washington State on the Olympic Peninsula, for which it gets its name, and covers almost 1 million acres. President Teddy Roosevelt originally declared the Mount Olympus National Monument in 1909, and later President Franklin Roosevelt established it as a national park in 1938. The park has 4 distinct regions, including the Pacific Coast, West Side Rainforest, Subalpine Forest, and Wildflower Meadow. It also has no roads, so visitors to the park, of which there were over 3 million last year, must hike it to explore its natural beauty. 4. Yosemite. Yosemite National Park is located in California. It covers an area of almost 750,000 acres and hosts about 3.8 million visitors a year. The park includes the western slopes of the Sierra Nevada mountains and the 7-square-mile Yosemite Valley. The park was signed into law by President Abraham Lincoln in 1864, creating the Yosemite Grant, the first time parkland had been set aside specifically for preservation and public use. The name Yosemite means killer in Miwok and referred to the name of a renegade tribe which was initially driven out of the area. 3. Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park is located primarily in Wyoming, but also extends into neighboring Montana and Idaho. Yellowstone is the world's first national park and was established by the U.S. Congress in 1872 and signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant. It covers over 2.2 million acres and is home to mountain peaks, alpine lakes, dense forests, and geothermal features, including the Old Faithful Geyser. Yellowstone Lake is one of the highest elevation lakes in the U.S. and is centered over the Yellowstone volcano, the largest supervolcano on the continent. The park includes hundreds of species of mammals, including bears, moose, bison, wolves, and sheep, and several that are endangered or threatened. It's visited by over 4.1 million people a year. 2. Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon National Park is located in Arizona. It covers over 1.2 million acres and hosts close to 5 million visitors a year. The name derives from the valley created by the Colorado River and is considered one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. The canyon is 277 miles long, a mile deep, and up to 18 miles wide at spots. It was officially designated a national park in 1919 when President Woodrow Wilson signed it into law. President Teddy Roosevelt had previously enacted the Grand Canyon National Monument in 1908, saying, "The Grand Canyon fills me with awe. It is beyond comparison, beyond description, absolutely unparalleled throughout the wide world. You cannot improve it. But what you can do is to keep it for your children, your children's children, and all who come after you, as the one great sight which every American should see." 1. Great Smoky Mountains. Great Smoky Mountains National Park is located on the border between Tennessee and North Carolina. The Great Smoky Mountains are part of the Blue Ridge Mountain chain, which itself is a division of the Appalachian Mountains. It covers over 500,000 acres and was first inhabited by the Cherokee people. The park is over 95% forest, and its location, high humidity, and precipitation create an environment for over 10,000 species of plants and animals. Some estimates say an additional 90,000 species may also be present. It is also home to over 100 species of trees and the Appalachian Trail, which passes through the center of the park. It was enacted in 1934 when Congress passed a bill that President Franklin Roosevelt signed into law, and it was the first national park to receive federal funding. What national parks have you visited? Let us know about them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fun videos like this one. Thanks for watching!